Good morning, students. Today we will discuss our DOE worksheet 68 from your chapter Work and Energy. And today we'll be going to discuss about the potential energy. Energy possessed by an object due to its position is called as potential energy. Let's study more about this. What form the energy does a stretched elastic band or a string of the bow possess? The They possess another form of energy called potential energy, and this energy is possessed by anything by virtue of its, or means energy possessed by anything by virtue of its position or configuration is called potential energy. When we stretch the string of a bow, the muscular energy of our body is transformed as a potential energy in the string, okay, and this is converted to kinetic energy, and when arrow is released by the bow at its shape changes into back to the normal, okay. So means energy process, this state of energy when we stretch the string of the bow is called as potential energy, and as we release the arrow it will this potential energy converted into kinetic energy. So mathematical derivation of this potential energy, if we whenever we have an object raised to a height of h, it possesses potential energy, and since the work done against the gravity to raise the height, its energy is called gravitational potential energy. Let's take the mass of an object m, height h, minimum force is required to lift the object. See, according to this, if the object is here and if we apply the force to lift this object up to this height, right, then the minimum force required to lift this height F is equal to mg, and as we know, work done in lifting that object is force into displacement. We have force mg into s is distance, so we have distance here is this height in terms of height, so we take this. So gravitational potential energy means ep is equal to mgh, okay, and unit of potential energy is also measured in joule. Unit of potential energy is also in joule, okay, where joule is work done in terms of work. Potential energy of a body depend upon the height above the ground, okay, and it does not depend upon the path taken to reach that height. See, potential energy depend upon the height, and it does not depend upon the path taken to reach that height, whether it is straight line or it take this kind of path to cover this height, okay. So it remains the same, okay. Next we have a ball falling from a certain height get accelerated continuously to its potential energy continuously changes to the kinetic energy, and beta a ball falling from a certain height, if you at your roof and drop a ball, okay, then that ball falling to the ground get accelerated continuously, and its potential energy continuously changes into the kinetic energy, and all its potential energy gets converted to kinetic energy on reaching to the ground, because at this state the height become 0. So all potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. Let's do practice exercise. First question we have, which of the two possess potential energy? String of stretched bow or an arrow released from the bow? So you can write the answer of this question from here. When we stretch the string of a bow, a muscular energy is converted into potential energy, right? So this is the answer of your first question. Second, derive the potential energy above the ground, so you have to write this in the second question's answer. Third, we have a stone of mass 5 kilogram kept at a height of 10 meter. Find its potential energy, and you have to take the value of G is 10 meter per second. You have to find out the energy. We have mgh, so mgh, h we have again 10. Okay, so the answer of this question is 500 joule. Next question, fourth question, write the three example of the potential energy possessed by an body. So three example you can take. First is this: if we stretch the string of the bow. Okay, this is the example of your fourth question. This is the first example of your fourth question, answer of your fourth question. Second, you can take example of water stored in dam. Okay, and a car. Third example, a car parked at the top of hill, top of a hill. So this is all about your today's worksheet. I hope you understand it very well. So like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe the channel. Take